B-team for life.
Somebody has to be the bad guy. The orange man orders the police to do their job or ICE to do their job, and now they're the problem, and they're getting videoed and they're getting complained on. They're trying to pass a law, I think, in California, not allowing the agents to cover their faces, saying not only do you have to go risk your life.
What's the argument for them covering their faces?
So they're not identified.
Well, but cops have to be identified.
They're not cops. They work for the feds, man.
They're law enforcement, though. Is that a good? What's the argument? I'm not.
Because they're getting so you're dealing with more dangerous people. You're dealing with.
I love your flip flop stance because this is not the typical liberal Mike that wants all cops to be not exposed, but accounted for. And now you're like, oh, the feds can fucking.
So here's my argument:
wrap their face.
Should all cops be walking around with rifles, short barrel rifles, and silencers? No, but SWAT should be, because they specifically do a.
So you don't think that people can have short barreled rifles with silencers in their patrol car?
It's cool, dude. If they train it. Here's what happened, bro. What happens is cops go, ooh, that looks cool. I'm going to get one too. They've never shot the fucking gun. They have no idea why they have it. Like leg strap. Listen to me. You're going to get me on a fucking rant now. Every
Don't
fucking
forget we're
cop.
going back to the feds mask in their face.
Every cop has a goddamn leg strap on. They have no reason why. I wore one for 2 days and my gun wouldn't fucking move in my seat and I couldn't get it off my leg. I've been in foot pursuit after foot pursuit. The gun flies around. The handle is still right there if your gear's set up right. But now everybody's got a leg strap. That's my leg strap story. Back to the feds. They're doing a more dangerous job. They're doing a job that is leading to, there's gangs. There's all this border problems. It's a huge issue. I think it's okay for them to cover their face because they're enforcing a different law. Local cops, what's your name and badge number? Sean Reyes, the Long Island Auditor, a great dude, trying to get him on. I understand the Constitution, identifying yourself, but when we see some of those videos go too far, it'd be nice for the cops to go, fuck you, and be able to walk away, but they can't. In this case, they're enforcing something that has been let go and let go and let go and let go to where it's overrun the nation.
And they're hated for enforcing it.
They're hated for enforcing it. So
that.
in the mere part of being able to, keep their identity somewhat safe from being attacked. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a huge fan of the federal government by any means. This isn't like if they try to gun grab or ATF, I'm all against
What's your thought about, okay, so local, that's my big thing, is local law enforcement is there for the people, for the population. They are one of the population ordained and chosen by an elected official to enforce social contract theory. The tribe, the way the tribe determines by election and by laws and by voting how they want things to be in that area. The police officer is ideally a member of the community that has a badge and enforces that law. However, that's where I think that, yes, their name and badge number, because they need to be held accountable. But you're saying that federal agents are not a member of any community. They are there to enforce federal law. This law has been pushed back on so hard that it's in their best interest to cover the face.
Yes, and also, what the fuck does it matter? What does it matter if their face is covered? What if it's different?
What if we police the streets?
We don't. I agree with it. But
what would it matter?
No, it would, because I agree with you. Because I agree with.
Oh, I want you to say it. Tyler was right.
No, I agree with you about the local stuff.
Okay, all right.
I agree with you, but just like the U.S. military does more things than the National Guard or more things than local police, there's a place for that. That is the difference. As a cop, you signed up for that job. You knew those going in ahead of time. But I still don't think the forefathers, in their mind, thought there would be a public records database like the property appraiser where you could look everybody's address up and just show up at their house. I don't think they planned it that way, but it happened. But my point is, let them cover their face. Plus, there's all kinds of other reasons. They're getting spit on during a riot environment. There's gas being sprayed.
Look at it like this: if you like a specialized unit in the military, when federal agents get deployed to a city, an unrest, or a city like where they're enforcing ICE, they are deployed to a hot area, and they're immediately faced with resistance. They're not just like cops most of the time. You're chilling, you're talking with the community, you're drinking coffee, and then when you go on a call, you're faced with resistance. These guys are literally deployed. As soon as they hit the streets, they're usually faced with opposition. And I could see where, that's where their face and their IDs and their badges, like, hey, this is our last line. This is from the President of the United States telling you to get the fuck back and go home.
Yeah, it's ultimate. And, it's also just, it's press. We used to do task force operations and
It looks cool.
But I'm saying we would, as regular cops, we'd take 10 or 12 guys on a detail and go to a neighborhood and just hit it hard. More than probably what ICE is doing right now.
Yeah.
But it was just regular cars, regular star on the cars, no big deal. Soon as that first government agent steps out that says ICE on the back, I don't care if there's 5 of them working with 30 regular cops. Oh my God, ICE is in town. ICE is hitting Gifford. ICE is everywhere. It becomes an instant thing where it's like, we were doing that with regular uniforms last week. We arrested 40 people in a weekend. Nobody said a word about it. Now that you see one, even when I was in the DA task force, when I had to slap on the little gay-ass DA logo, it said, no, it's a DA police, or, like this one here, U.S. Marshals, which isn't gay. DA is U.S. Marshals Task Force. You had to put that on. As soon as somebody sees that, it changes the level of how they look at it. Oh, the feds are here. The Fed. It's a cool story. Hey, man, I saw a local cop at the gas station. Cool. Dude, I saw the feds. I saw ICE at the gas station.
Do you think when ICE is doing their operations within the parameters of the law, like Jimmy always likes to say, do you think when they're doing these operations they need to be wearing ICE markers, or do you think law enforcement or police will suffice?
I don't think that's schematics.
I'm dead serious. As an American, I'm asking you, Mike.
I don't know. I mean,
because as long as they're wearing police or law enforcement,
I like the word police because it's universal.
Yeah.
So
you don't know. You just know the police, or you don't know why.
If you're Hispanic, you don't speak English, you're from another country, the word police is kind of like a snake. You see it, you know it, you look at it, it's there. We all know an elephant looks like. So it's like you see the word police. It's pretty simple. When you start putting, U.S. Marshals Task Force, somebody might look like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, what do you might work for a security company. Yeah. So the fact that the word police is on them, again, I don't really care what it says.
They all have their different people that they kind of go after. So obviously, if you're at the gas station and an ICE guy walks in, everybody that's illegal is going to go, shit.
Yeah.
Whereas if you might have a fucking bench warrant and a U.S. Marshals Task Force guy walking in, you might be like, shit.
Yeah, different, right?
Yeah.
You're a regular dude with a warrant. you're not an immigrant, and you see a ICE agent, you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Because they know
me.
the local cops aren't going to do anything. Yeah. So speaking of ICE and the local cops, what is this that you have on is it Portland?
Yes. So there's a video. Do we have it?
What?
There's a video.
I don't know.
Oh,
do we?
Jimmy sent it. Hold on.
Oh, is it? Okay, just send it from Copville. So I'll go ahead and speak on it a little bit. From what Jimmy has reported to me and Mike is that in Portland, local law enforcement is working with protesters to report ICE agents and taking photographs of them.
To help,
Who the fuck are they reporting them to?
To complain, back to ICE headquarters.
To ICE headquarters that ICE is doing their job?
Yes. So hopefully this works. This is a Twitter link.
Jimmy's like, I have more. Jimmy, should we call you when we're done talking about it on our perspective and get yours? Can you talk? Oh, is it in the Instagram?
Yeah, it's in my Instagram.
This is radio shows in 2025. Is it in the Instagram?
It's somewhere.
I can't wait till we can go live audio-wise.
I can't wait till we can just think it and it happens.
Is this it?
That's what it pulls up.
Yeah, that's it. Is it going to work? Are you going to go get it in there? It's a
a
Twitter link.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, man.
I don't know if,
you guys are killing me. All right, we'll talk about it while Lewis figures it out.
Well, basically,
this is going to pull up.
No, that's fine. That works.
Yeah.
All right, play it.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you mute us?
Put your hands on me, that's going to be a problem. But at the end of the day, I'm peacefully protesting, I'm peacefully showing up. I got a reputation, I got respect. I interviewed everybody down here. I interviewed police, everybody down here about why they down here, what they down here for. My name is Ted City. I have an Instagram. My Instagram is gamer_Michael.
Thank you, man. The other video that was sprayed. There's one block north of Lowell.
So
what in the hell did
So
I just look
what
at?
is being alleged there is that they're collecting data on ICE. They're helping complaints, and if you hear right at the very end, he's directing. That's Antifa. Those are fucking
It's a
criminals.
domestic terrorist.
Yeah, he's
organization.
directing them. If you hear him, he tells them like where to go.
So Antifa is working with local law enforcement.
Correct.
In any kind of conjunction, that is not acceptable at all. I don't care
It's
what the
terrorism.
fuck.
It's
we're going.
domestic terrorism, dude.
So do you think the local cops in Portland are just liberal dipshits?
Yeah, yeah. I think that whole place is shot, and I think that.
Or do you think they're getting
Well,
orders and directives
Here's the problem. It goes as easy as my agency. My union guys at the agency I work at are cucks, and they won't stand up for what's right because I'm up for promotion. I'm looking at sergeant. I want to be a lieutenant. Getting railroaded by contract after contract. So you take that on a very small level in a very Republican county where we are supported. Now you take it to an area where everybody's liberal, and now they're all crooked, and then you have this guy who is probably indoctrined to be liberal, that all the drug dealers are victims. Oh, it's poor. You grew up in a poor neighborhood. It's okay. We got you. Now it's become where they let people take over the police departments and all that crazy shit. So now it's like, here come these big bad feds who are doing something, and they've been trained and brainwashed into being part of the problem, and now they're sympathizing with a domestic terrorist organization to help combat the federal government.
I can't.
Is it because they feel that way, or is it because they sold their fucking soul for a pension and a paycheck? In the words of the great Steve Ladner, self-proclaimed heroes that have no duty to act, that are willing to negotiate with terrorists to keep a job and a paycheck because they got kids at home to feed, and they're not willing to take a stand against it.
Well, here's my thing: is that there's no excuse to work with Antifa. So we're taking that out. There's no excuse. I don't care what it is. There's no excuse. But could you argue that these Portland cops are, what I just said earlier, representatives of their community? And they think like their community. They think like Portland people. They think with that liberal mindset. And so therefore, if they grew up together and one guy went Antifa, the other guy went to the police academy, they're probably going to think the same. And so therefore, they're a community in a fight against the federal government.
Sounds a lot like Charles Manson. Sounds like they created a similar situation, right?
We're confusing the shit out of people because now I sound like a liberal.
Sounds a lot like Charles Manson.
MAGA Mike over here, liberal Tyler.
Or what Branch Davidians, what was that? David Koresh?
Koresh, yeah.
Sounds a lot like that. I mean, he grew up around the people. They had their beliefs. They set their own. You can't violate, you can't collectively carry a badge and a gun, violate the Constitution in any way, shape, or form, and call yourself anything. I don't care. That's like saying, I grew up around drug dealers. I'm a cop now. Fuck it. I'm going to let drug dealers do their thing because I grew up with them. So
Yeah.
it's, you can't.
Yeah, it's the law. And
The law is the law is the law.
bad
Now,
guys.
is there discretion in speeding and throwing some weed away and all? Yes, 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 yes. Is there discretion in allowing the government to be overthrown and assisting terrorist groups? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's my argument. It's like, it's a tough argument to have with like Chicago and Portland and all these big cities where now the cops are just as bad as the people and criminals. So now you have an entire city that's willing to negotiate with Antifa and domestic terrorism, and now it's just accepted.
Why do you say Antifa?
I don't know. I can't pronounce it right. Antifa?
Antifa?
I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Antifa.
The I doesn't look long to me.
All right. Do we have an assistant yet?
Assistant?
I need my coffee heated up.
No.
All right.